promising you guys for months. Today is the day. Your boy is finally building his own PC. Now, this is my first time building one. And I've been promising y'all for months and months and months that I was gonna save up the money and finally build this one. Y'all don't understand. I'm excited. I'm hype as freak. I haven't been this excited since I got my freaking license, bro. Now, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I've seen a lot of people say that when they built their first PC, it took them around 4 to 5 hours. Hopefully it don't take us that long, but we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm also kind of nervous, but I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. So here's all the parts that I bought. Here's everything I saved up for. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little rundown of what everything is. So over here, we got the B650 Eagle AX motherboard. Now, the reason why I went with this one is because obviously I wanted to go with AM5, you know, for future proofing and stuff like that. And as y'all know, Intel has been having some extreme instability issues and stuff like that. And this was the best motherboard I could get within the budget. For the power supply, I went with the MSI A750GL PCIe 5. Oh, not the NVMe. But the reason why I went with this power supply is because I believe it's a tier B power supply. And from what I've been told in terms of beginning PC builders, stuff like that, for rookie PC builders, it's the easiest one to manage and stuff like that. That's what I went with. For the NVMe, I went with the Kingston MB3. For the RAM, I went with the T-Create Expert CL30, 6000 megahertz, 32 gigs of RAM. For this, it don't really matter what RAM you get specifically. I would just suggest if you're doing DDR5 with AM5 or any other, if you prefer to use Intel or anything of that matter, I would just suggest getting 32 gigs at least with a CL30 and 6000 megahertz, but aesthetically, it don't really matter. It just all depends on what you like. For the CPU, I went with the AMD Ryzen 7 7700X. The reason why I went with this is because I know people would say, oh, go with the 7800 X3D or the 9800 X3D because it's the best CPU in terms of gaming performance and stuff like that. But those CPUs are a little bit pricey. So with this, it got what I needed. It had 8 cores, 12 threads, and I don't really plan on like super hard gaming. I just plan on doing more streaming and, you know, editing videos and stuff like that. For the cooler, actually, I got the Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120. This right here was the best cooler for my budget, and I didn't get an AIO because I felt like the cheapest AIO was something I didn't really like. And on top of that, I feel like the AIOs are a lot harder to deal with in the long run, whereas with these, all you gotta do is just reapply some thermal paste, change the fans out here and there. It's not that bad. Versus with the AIOs, you gotta do a whole bunch of screwing in and all that. And I ain't gonna lie, even though I wanna do this, I don't feel like doing all the extra stuff. Like, you know, that's just how I am. These are the TL-S12 fans by Thermalright. Now, the reason why I went with these was because I actually seen these in Zach Tech Turf's Discord community on one of the community builds, and I thought these fans were sick. Then once I found out about the price, I was like, I had to get them. Now, I know this case that I'm messing with, by the way, which is the Antec C3. I know this case, if y'all can see, let me move these up real quick. There's nothing necessarily wrong with these fans. It's just, I feel like the fans that I went with, these right here, I feel like they're better looking aesthetically. So I'm gonna end up taking these fans out and putting these ones in. Which and also the reason why I went with the Antec C3, again, it was a good budget case, and I don't know what this thing necessarily is called, but I like how I got the little RGB right here and it got this little hill, because I feel like that'd be better for like if I want to add little figurines and stuff like that. So I don't know, but we'll see. And finally, the best part of them all, let me move this out the way. The best part of it all, the graphics card. This right here is the RTX 4070. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I originally wanted to get the 4070 Super, but for some reason, when I went to go buy all my parts, the 4070 Supers was like skyrocketing and the regular 4070s was like going low. Like this right here was normally $550, and I got it for $520 before tax, whereas the 4070 Super is normally $600 before tax, but then it went up to like $620, $630, and I guess that's because of the GPU shortage that's been going on and stuff like that, and then just a bunch of weird stuff. So I went with the 4070. It still does what I want. I still want to be able to play in 1440p and stuff like that. Which with these two combos right here, the 4070 and the 7700X, I did a little research on it, and everybody's saying that it's good for 1440p. So yeah, that's all the specs I'm gonna be doing with this build. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how long this is gonna take. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and let's get to it. Also, I got my old laptop with me just in case I need to look up a video. I have a guide video saved on here. So just in case if I get stuck or mess up or something, I feel like I'm about to mess up something like that, I can go ahead and watch it and see what's going on. All right, I brought the box back in so I can have the, kind of a bit better control of it. Oh, yo, look at this. Yo, wow. That's beautiful, you guys. Yo, look at this. This is very beautiful. Very beautiful. This is the AM5 motherboard. My first time actually ever seeing a motherboard in person before, with like physically in my hand. Like I've seen it in like the builds like at Best Buy and stuff like that, but I've never like seen it like actually like in person. So let's move that out the way real quick. First thing we're gonna do is install our CPU. I told y'all this is the Ryzen 7 7700X. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is the one part that people say is can be a little bit tricky. This is the one part, there we go. This is the one part people say can be a little bit tricky. But you know, as long as you're not, I heard also, as long as you're not scared of it, everything will be all right. So here's the CPU. You can see that. Let's move this out the way. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, one thing I like about the AM5 CPUs, wow, look at that, you guys. One thing I like about the AM5 CPUs is that I heard there's no pins on the back, as you can see. So you don't have to worry about holding it like a specific, damn, it's more heavier than I thought. You don't have to worry about holding it or like accidentally messing it up or something like that. So here's the socket right here, as you can see. So I have also heard you got to put a little bit of pressure, but that's okay. But take that, lift that up. Then as you can see, y'all see that little yellow corner right here? It says you align it with that here. Then you just plop it in. All right, and then you do a little wiggle, make sure it's seated in there properly. And you put this down. Then you're gonna have to put a little pressure. You hold the motherboard. See, it says it's gonna be a little pressure, so boom, and pow. Look at that. And this supposed to come off, the little thing supposed to come off, so you can just toss that to the side, and CPU's down. Next, we're gonna put in the RAM. This is the T-Create RAM. And we're gonna cut this, be careful, don't go in the box too much. Gonna cut this up. All right, and then luckily I got a little box right here, so just with screws and stuff like that, just throw the trash in them. Except these boxes, we ain't gonna throw these away because you know we're gonna keep these for just in case we want to repackage it or something like that. Let me go ahead and get this in frame. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I told you I went with this RAM because of aesthetics, and yep, I made the right decision. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Some pretty RAM. Oh, you get a little sticker too. How nice is that? We're gonna open this thing here. Wow, that's amazing. That's very beautiful, very beautiful. All right, sorry about that, guys. My camera, I'm using my phone right now, and my camera been tripping, but what we were in the middle of doing, so I was saying to take off the latches off the second and fourth slot, and then so what you're supposed to do is put it in until it clicks. So let's do that. Line it up right. Make sure it's lined up right. Now you got to put a little bit of pressure, which is fine. Gotta make sure you hit the 2 clicks, so that way it's both notches. All right, that's good. And then for the second stick, just to give it a little extra pressure just to be on the safe side. And all right, we're good on the RAM. It's our SSD drive. So first thing, let me get the screwdriver really quick. Before we can put in the SSD drive, you want to get you one of these little screwdrivers like this with the smaller tip at the end, because as you can see, it's a smaller screw compared to the ones you see around here. So you would take this, loosen it up just a little bit, and not a little bit, you want to loosen it up so you can then take the heat sink off. I don't know why, but even just something like this is just so cool to me. I don't know. And then I probably should open up the NVMe first, but that's fine. We can just go ahead and do that really quick. All right, my bad, guys. The screw was in the freaking box. I guess I was a bit too excited about the motherboard. I didn't grab the screw wrap. Actually, you know what? I got tweezers. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I got tweezers, baby. I can probably get a little bit of better control with them after a little bit of, messing around. And also, I just found out this screwdriver is magnetic. So that actually helped out a lot. Guys, if you can, get either a magnetizer or a magnetic screwdriver. It'll definitely help out a lot, especially with the little screws like this. So you hold this down, put it on like so, and that's the SSD for now. When you putting the heatsink on, always make sure to remember to take this little sticker off. All right, because it's thermal padding. If you don't take the sticker off, it might mess up your SSD and it might overheat. So remember, take this off, take the little sticker off. All right, and once you take the sticker off, make sure it's in there, and then make sure it's aligned back up with the screw, and then just screw back in, and boom. And that's it. That's it for the motherboard. Not too bad so far. You know, for my first ever build, not too bad. I would say so far we're doing a pretty good job. So before I know we finished with everything here with the RAM, CPU, and SSD. We actually got to do one more thing, and I don't know how the heck I almost forgot. We actually have to do with the CPU cooler. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all these parts, and I'm gonna show y'all how to put that on. All right, so first thing we got, this is the copper thing. What is it called? The heatsink. I'm not gonna lie, this mug is beefy. Like, oh my freaking goodness. All right, first thing you wanna do before anything, again, same thing with the SSD, peel this sticker off. You don't peel the sticker off and you put it on your CPU with the thermal paste, it's gonna cook you, because what's gonna end up happening is your heat not gonna process right. The coolant, the thermal paste not gonna go through because of the plastic that's covering, and then your CPU gonna overheat and get cooked. And you 1000% don't want to do that unless you got the money, you want to buy 50 new parts again. Right. Once you open up the box and pull out the heatsink, and also it comes with these fans here, which is the ones you're supposed to use, but I'm not going to be using these. I'm gonna be using the TL S12 fans that I bought. I have bought some extra ones because I want the aesthetics to kind of match. But if you want to use those fans, you can. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, for me personally, I'm changing up the fans a little bit for aesthetic reason. Here, this is the little baggie you get with this as well. This is all the standoffs and screws and things of that matter. So it comes with 2 bags. So these are for, like, you know, AM4, stuff like that. You got, you know, these are also for like the different CPU sockets. So, you know, for my AM4, AM5, you might be using Intel or something different or something like that. But it comes with all the little different stuff based off your motherboard preferences and what you did for your build. You know, everyone has a different build, so that's what these are made for. And I like how they label these, so that way you already know, so you don't end up messing up nothing. Because as a first time PC builder, you can easily mess up something. Now that the little brackets are screwed on, you want to put on this thermal paste that it comes with. So based off the video I seen, all you said was you need like a little pea-sized dot. You rather have too much than too little. You just don't want to have so much to where it goes into your motherboard. So I think that'll be okay. Then you want to take this big behemoth, you want to put this on. You want to line it up with the 2 little things right here. Now, when you tighten this, you want to do even pressure. So don't tighten all one, Go like back and forth. So do 1, 2, 1, 2. So that way it balances out properly. So that way the cooler is connecting right with the thermal paste. Because if you just screw it on the one and the pressure is not even, then it's gonna mess with the cooling a little bit. So let's go ahead and take care of that. All right, now that we got the heatsink installed, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it took me a very, very good minute to try to get the 2 little screws right here in the middle, try to get that situated, but I finally got that figured out. Now for the fans, like I told y'all earlier, I'm gonna be changing it to these fans right here, like I said, for the aesthetic purposes. I think I got the fan situated. So as you can see, let me show you. So I got the fan part in, right? But the thing is, I don't know if I got everything. I don't know if I got necessarily the RGB cables right. Cause I got the RGB plugged in for one of them, and I got the fan header, as you can see right there. But I'm not 100% sure if I got the RGB right. But hey, it's part of the learning experience. I'd rather see if it work or not. Because if it don't work, I'll just end up switching to the other fans in the moment, and then I'll try to get that figured out. But yeah, so finally, after a bit of some work, we finally finished the motherboard. We got the cooler, the SSD, the CPU, the RAM, all that. So now we can put it off in our case. I'll show you the inside of the case, show you how to screw it in and stuff like that. As you can see, we have our motherboard. Apparently the standoffs and already came in the motherboard. This is kind of what they'll look like. So you would usually put in like these little holes depending on like what size your motherboard is. But since it's an ATX motherboard and ATX case, it already comes like that. So what we need to do now is we need to take the screws and align them with each hole. Take the screws out each hole, and if you see these little shiny parts right here, that's where the holes will usually be. That's where you want to match them up at. All right, so as you can see, I have officially screwed the motherboard in and all that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the front panel connectors, the ones that you can see, like the ones that go like down here and stuff. And the reason why we're gonna do that is because I know it's gonna be a lot easier to manage when I don't gotta worry about all the graphics card cables and all that. All right, you guys, so I had to move locations due to certain situation that's happening, so I'm kind of in a smaller area right now. So I'm not gonna have the big old table like I was on, but I'm still gonna be able to have some room. So right now we've already screwed in the motherboards. What I said I was doing was I'm gonna take care of all these front panel cables first, like I said, because I feel like if I worry about the power supply and stuff like that, and then worry about that, it's gonna be a bunch of cables, it's gonna be all confused, it's gonna be in the way. So I feel like if I just do these front panel cables, like the audio, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that real quick, and then we're gonna get into the power supply and the graphics card. Oh, we gotta do the fans, the power supply, and the graphics card. But we looking good so far, y'all. This is what it's looking like right now. It look good, bro. It look good, you know. My first PC so far, like I said, it's been a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not showing everything exactly, it's been a little rough, but overall it's not too bad, I can't lie. So I already plugged in one of the front cables, this one right here. It's the USB 3 cable. So some motherboards is gonna be like this, and some motherboards gonna be like that. Mine just happen to be like this, so I already plugged that one up. Next, you got the audio, which the audio one goes here. You see this little white one right here at the bottom? Plug that there. This cable right here is this. So this is if you have a type USB-C port on your front panel. So this cable only goes in one way. So if you end up messing it up or something like that, just plug it in. It goes into this little cable right here. And always maybe might apply a little bit of force, you know, just to make sure it's in all the way. Pause. Next are these little cables right here. These are the JFP1 cables. So these are for like your power LED, your power switch, and your reset button, you know, like the normal things, like the power button and stuff like that on the front panel. But these are a little tricky to explain. I'm new to this, so I'm watching a specific video. I'll leave a link down in the description of what video I'm watching to help guide me. Basically, he's saying these pins right here, where these belong. So just give me 1 second, and I'll kind of plug them up, and I'll kind of give y'all an idea of what to do and where to put them at. All right, you guys, I was able to get them plugged in. So they go right here at this little spot in the motherboard. I'm gonna let y'all know now, these are probably so far the most annoying cables I had to deal with, because they so small and like scraggly, if that makes sense. You gotta like really try to get them in and like get them plugged in all at the same time, because at first I was literally getting like one plugged in and another, and like just mixing all around and stuff like that. But finally got that plugged in. Now next, we're gonna, based off what I do know and what I'm looking at, we're gonna do the power supply next, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what we're doing, the power supply next. Now we're gonna work on our power supply. Go ahead and get this opened up. Now I hear the power supply is one of the more, actually I had the camera, one of the more annoying ones to deal with because of how many cables it comes with, which again makes sense considering it's the power supply. So I kind of understand why this would be the most annoying. I've never seen a power supply in person before. I've only seen like PC case, like I've seen PCs, but I don't ever see like the power supply, obviously, because they try to hide it. So, wow. Let's take all this up. Oh, dang, this is heavy. Dang. Move this out the way. All right. Power supply. Told you I went with the MSI Mag A750GL Tier B power supply. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Then, oh, I like this little pouch you get with the cable. I like that. Like a little, instead of like in a little bag, they put them in like a pouch and a bag, I guess. Oh, you definitely gonna need this. This is to turn on the PC when you connect everything. But so this is, you're not, based off what I've just seen, you're not gonna need all these cables, but you are gonna need a fair share amount of them. So let me go through these real quick. I gotta decide what cases I'm gonna need for what I got going on. And just like that, all the power supply cables are taken care of. Shockingly, I don't have that many cables needed. I don't know if it's because of the motherboard I have, but I don't know. But either way, now we're finna connect into the back of the case, which is over here. Now we're starting the power supply. When you start a power supply, make sure the fan is facing down where the mesh is at, so that way your airflow doesn't get cooked. So just always make sure that it's facing down, or in your case it may be up. Just make sure it's always facing wherever the airflow or the mesh panel is. Here's one last screw to the power supply. Let's go ahead and put her on in there. And wait, wrong way. Bow. All right, and that's the power supply. Well, that's at least the base of it. We still gotta plug in the parts to over here. Still gotta plug it in over here, like in the main part. So let's do that real quick. So now that we got the power supply cables connected, they in the back, we got the graphics card thing right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the fans in now right here. And right here, I told y'all we're not using the stock fans. I told y'all switching it out. So these what the fans look like. They look like these. Just imagine if I put 3 here and then 1 right here. So this one's gonna be exhaust and these are gonna be intake because they say it's better to have more intake than exhaust. I might do more. So how it's gonna be is gonna be intake, go through the air cooler and it's gonna go out that way. I might do more fans in the future, I don't know, but for right now and for what my budget was, I feel like it's the right thing to do. All right, as you can see, the fans have been installed and are done. I'm not showing y'all the back because the cable man just freaking cooked. All right, we'll worry about that another time. Guys, I think we're almost freaking done, bro. All I gotta worry about now is the power supply cables, plugging them into the motherboard, and then afterwards, I believe we can start hooking up the graphics card, bro. Like, yo, this has taken me so freaking long, bro. Like, look, bro, it's daytime outside now, bro. I started this at 2 in the morning and it's freaking daytime, bro. We've been working hard, bro. But so for the cables need to go in the ATX, the CPU, and something else. I don't remember. Graphics card cable, that's what it is. I already got the graphics card cable in the front right here. All right, we figured it out. I just had the cable wrong. So the ATX power cable. Y'all can see here, I got the CPU cable in there. But how it's looking, I think we are good. I think we just gotta worry about the graphics card and pray that this mode power on. So let's see. I don't know how long we've been at this, but how it's looking and with the guide I've been watching, I think everything is good. The only thing we gotta worry about is this bad boy right here. Once we unbox this mug and plug this into the power supply, I think we should be all good to go. But there's only one way to find out. This, I've been waiting to unbox this since I ordered it. It's the last piece of this puzzle, this humongous puzzle. Mind y'all, it's like I don't even like puzzles, but this is a fun puzzle, I can't even lie. This is a very, very fun puzzle, I can't cap. Oh, finally. There we go, y'all. My first ever legit graphics card. I've never owned a PC before this either, so. Whew. Love, gaming, powered the win. I don't know what's in this little basket. I mean, little baggie, but bump that. This is what we came to see. Oh my freaking gosh. See what this bad boy looking like. Oh! Wow. Oh. Yo, look at this. Yo, this is crispy clean, boy. Hold on, little ASMR. Oh, come on, that was whack. It didn't get it all. I ain't gonna lie, I was a bit skeptical about it at first, but now that I'm seeing it in person, this is a beautiful card, bro. Gotta spin the fans for the one time. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful, yo. Look at this. This is nice, man. It's a very beautiful graphics card. Very beautiful. All right, time to install the beautiful 4070. So I just checked, and it's a 2-slot card. So we first gotta take 2 of these little brackets off. So I accidentally unscrewed the top one. I meant to screw the middle too, but either way, it's fine. So now, for the final piece, gotta let y'all see this. I'm gonna bring this closer. Let's witness greatness, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the latch. Oh, make sure you put the latch back on here, kind of like the RAM, but with the graphics card. So I didn't hit the camera. All right, and then same thing with like the RAM. Line it up, and you want to hear it click. Once you hear it click, that means you're good to go. And this should be it, ladies and gentlemen. Now all we gotta do is plug it in. Send it all the way. All right, and that's it. We got one more thing. We gotta plug up the power supply, and we're done. All right, y'all, we plugging in the cable now, bro. And make sure y'all turn y'all switch on, because every time somebody power it up, they switch not on. They think, oh, it didn't work. All right. Moment of truth. Back it up so y'all can see it a little better. Yeah, not. Hold on, wait a second. Try this again. Why is it not coming on? It's not coming on. The frick? Hold on, guys, give me a second. Let me see what's going on. All right, apparently, so the RAM wasn't seated down all the way, so I reinstalled it, so I'm trying it again. I think I figured out what the freaking problem was this whole time. It was I don't know if I showed y'all, but it was a cable I was trying to fit. No, I didn't, because I was working on the power supply. It was a cable I was trying to figure out where the heck it went, and I thought I just didn't need it. Bro, it was supposed to go above the freaking 24 pin. It was supposed to be the 24 pin and another one connected to it. It was supposed to be two different parts versus just the 24 pin alone. So, and the RAM reseated everything. So if this don't work, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it might just be cooked, bro. Oh, that's fine. We got something. All right, I gotta see what that is. We got something though. It's working. The fans is plugged up. Okay, what's the problem? Oh! Oh! Yo! Y'all, look at this. I know I gotta put the glass and stuff on, but look at this. So that I found out that red light, all it means is that we ain't booted into the operating system yet, so we good. Everything is in tip-top freaking shape, bro. After doing a little research, figured out that red light, which I told y'all we got that figured out. And I'm no caveman whatsoever. I just shoved all the cables back in. I don't got time for that right now, I'm gonna be honest. I can now show y'all the final result. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man, that's it, bro. After 10 freaking hours of work, dog, you finally freaking did it, yo. Yo, what a freaking journey and process, bro. This took forever, but it was fun. And even though I ain't fully going to my settings yet, it was worth it. All right, you guys. So I finally, I had been doing this earlier, but I'm just not doing the update on it. I ain't even gonna lie. I updated all my drivers. I downloaded all my drivers. I even changed the color fans. So the reason why I went with these fans, like I said, because this is the build I really been wanting. I've been wanting like a black and white, like a black build with white RGB, but like as minimal as possible. Y'all don't understand. I started building this at 2 a.m. trying to make a video for it, and I didn't finish building it till 10:30, and I didn't finish like making sure everything was straight till almost 12. So like I'm still cooked. Like I literally been falling asleep all over the place today. But anyways, y'all, hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you've been PC building before, stuff like that, let me know what your specs are. Let me know what I did wrong, what I could fix. You know, if there's anything, if there's some of my fan configuration, anything like that that you think I could work on, only thing that matters, just let me know. And with all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. We got more streams coming, more videos, and anything of that matter, man. Love y'all. Deuces.